All
Yes.
right, and welcome back after the break. So, you all are traveling down this road, and then, sort of, all in the distance, all of you see this sort of. It's a fog. It's like a big fog bank, and it's sort of. Yeah, I know what that means in D&D terms. I know.
Or- Are we going to Ravenloft, Jason?
Shh, shh. We also can't afford Ravenloft.
What's Ravenloft? This.
This is like a big blue fog bank.
Uh-oh.
Although it would be a lot of buildup for just like, oh, now we're Ravenloft.
That would make me so happy and scare me so much being this low level.
Well, I've already I think he brought it up because I've already run it for him once.
Well, there's a ton of Ravenloft adventures, and
True.
We're all gonna die. We're gonna get eaten by vampires.
All right, so you're not this close, but I'm just gonna make it. So you all just sort of see you're on this path, and it's sort of this big blue fog. It's like a pretty huge dome, like of fog. What would you all like to do?
Can I make an Arcana check?
You can.
Or nature, whatever. I think Arcana is like my preference.
Yeah,
but
so
I'm
you can make an
assuming they would
Arcana
be
check.
different.
Anyone else want to make any checks?
Both Arcana and Nature are terrible for me.
I'm still thinking. They can go ahead.
Yeah, I'm
Can
thinking.
Could I make a survival check to see what my character knows about like navigating through fog and what might make it easier?
Sure.
Or that'd be more okay.
Can I make an investigation check?
Yep, you sure can.
I'm gonna die.
Yep. 1 sec. So 1 second on that investigation check. So Coil, have you come up with an idea?
No.
Would you like to pass or?
Yeah, I'll pass.
Okay. So Orethi, you think that it is not arcane in nature. You think that whatever this fog is not arcane, but it does seem to be magic. So
What does that mean? Does that mean like does that mean I think it's religious?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, great. And yeah, cool.
All right. Ander, I'm getting echo off of someone who. All right. So we're back. Probably edited out a bunch of audio technical troubleshooting. Here we are. So, Ander, you think that if you go into the fog, you could probably navigate it pretty well.
Okay.
All right. So, Sage, you sort of wander off to kind of get like a little bit of a perimeter. And then coming from, whoops. Coming from the other direction, not from the fog, but from your right, you don't. Give me a perception check as well.
Hold on.
You notice it before it gets a attack on you before anything happens. But you notice a mummy, like just a full on mummy just wrapped up, and it like swings at you, but like you're far enough away from it, so it's not like, but like it knows you're there. So everyone, click on your character, then roll initiative.
Ah.
God. Okay.
You need. Oh.
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
And now I
do this in the right
Where's
order.
my character?
Yes.
Hold on. Oh no.
Successful bird.
Huh.
Oh, what just happened? Sorry. So Jason, I have a question. Like on my computer, when certain things are like on the screen, it blocks my view of stuff, and I don't know how to kind of like move stuff around so it doesn't do that.
Well, if they're roll 20 windows, you should be able to just move them around like a normal window.
Okay.
Well, you can't move around our portraits, like our video things, right?
Yeah, you can't do that. Yeah.
But you can change
Sorry.
the size of them.
Sorry, I'm restarting. Yeah, it's like
Like the turn order window you can move around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
okay.
And the character
Let's-
sheet you can move around.
Roll 20 has a tendency to get kind of cluttered, which is one with it.
Okay,
But
so
you'll be able to get it.
all right. Okay, there we go. Moving.
Cool.
No, I can't even.
So click on your character, then click on initiative.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Like, I wish I could like show you what this looks like to me, because it's okay. There we go. All right, there we go.
Some of it, too, Sage, helps if you zoom out.
Yeah, that's what I just did. Remind me how to do initiative again.
Click on your character and then roll initiative on your character sheet. It's right above your health total.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of this has to do with the fact that I'm using my home computer and not my. I need to. I'm almost tempted to drive to my office now.
Just have a stack of spell cards now. I'm ready.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, I should grab mine. That was not smart. All right.
Initiative.
Next game.
I
Next
made a
game,
deck
let's-
box for mine.
Ooh, smart.
Like I made the box from scratch and then I decorated it.
Wow, cool.
It is lovely.
Where is the
Bird.
initiative again?
It's
Bird.
right above your health total.
Right above health.
It's like top middle of the character sheet.
Okay.
Yeah, you
I
want to
see,
click
okay.
on the actual word that says initiative.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right.
Sweet.
Cool. So it is gonna roll for initiative as well. All right. All right. Cool. So it goes before you. Give me Orethi and Coil. Give me a perception check to see if you notice this.
You got it, boss. I have perception score, I swear.
You're over here, Sage.
Aw.
All right. So neither of you notice this. I know it like seems like it's pretty close, but like you guys are looking at other
I mean,
things.
there's fog,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to figure out the fact that there's religious fog, and I'm scared.
All right, cool. And it goes before you, so it's going to attack you, Sage.
All right.
And it hits.
No.
All right, so you take 10 damage. You go
Ooh.
down.
That's all. How do I do that?
So click on your health, your maximum health there.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Yep.
there should be like a down arrow, and you can just adjust the health total
On my
on your sheet.
character sheet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all my health.
That's all your health. Okay.
Yeah.
So you go down, and then it walks towards the rest of the group.
Are we aware that Sage was attacked?
Yeah. So now you're very aware. So you guys all notice this thing, and then like as Sage just goes down, you guys all like look over and you see the mummy coming at you and Sage just like falling onto the ground. All right, so
Oof.
all right, we will say you guys held your turn to the end basically. So Ander, you go next, and then we'll go Orethi and then Coil.
Okay. Let me just measure something out real quick here. Oh yeah, definitely. Okay. So I as a bonus action will once again invoke the name of my god, and I'm gonna use 1 instance of healing light on Sage.
Nice.
Yeah. We'll just give you a d6. Well,
All right.
Oh,
So you go
no!
back up to 1 HP, Sage, and you are awake though, so that's good.
That hurt.
Oh, actually, Sage, I'm gonna need you to make a death saving throw too, because it was your turn between when you were alive and when you were down. So,
Okay.
so the way you do that is just on your character sheet. There should be like underneath the health. There's gonna be like a death saving throw.
Underneath health.
Yep.
I see.
So it
temporary.
says death saves. So it says current health, temporary hit points. Underneath it says success, failure, and then death save.
Okay, I see.
All right. So, oh boy. All right. So,
She
oh wait,
got
no, because you
healed,
wake
though.
up. Yeah, you wake up anyway. So don't worry about it then. Sorry,
Yeah.
I messed up because he healed you right away.
I
So
mean,
that's
it would have mattered if they had gotten.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, if they had gotten a 20, yeah. All right. So Orethi, your turn.
Okay, so Sage is conscious but on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay, so Orethi will start by saying, "This fog is divine, not arcane? I don't understand." And then she will start to do the motions as though her intention is to do like one of her normal spells, and then oops, Eldritch Blast at the mummy.
Okay.
It's like, wait,
Whoops,
that
Eldritch
wasn't my
Blast.
plan. So spell attack.
Oh, God.
Nope, I got a 9.
Yeah, that's gonna miss.
She's very surprised by the fact that she just did a spell that she was not intending to. And then I will fly over here.
Okay. You guys are.
I'll just be like a little bit off the ground.
This map seems larger for you guys than it is for me as well.
Oh, am I in a
No, that's fine. That's
area
fine.
I'm not meant to be in?
No, you're good. You're good. All right. So now it is Coil's turn.
Launching flash canister.
It makes the save.
Rude.
All right. Are you going like just to the edge of the fog or like in it or?
Yeah, probably this is kind of the edge of it, I think.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to make sure like where it's so.
I'm just trying to spread out.
Yeah, in case it fireballs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Mummy fireball. That seems very reasonable.
All right, cool. So now we're going back to the top of the order. So Orethi, you go again.
Okay. That wasn't what I was trying to do. Let's try that again. Nah! And I will chill touch this time.
Okay.
Still get a 9.
That's a miss.
God damn. In case it matters, though, this one has a special effect on undead if it works, but it hasn't because I suck.
If it works, we'll stick with if it works.
I go over here.
All right, Coil, your move.
Launching flash canister.
It gets hit for 3, and it's radiant damage.
Yep.
Okay, so it takes 3 damage.
Take that.
All right.
Assessing threat level. Threat level 5.
All
None
right.
of us have hit it yet, so that seems reasonable.
All right. It walks over to you because you hit it, and it's going to attack you. It hits you twice.
Wow.
Oh.
Alright,
You're going to
so I'm
take
gonna-
5 damage. Then you're going to take 6 damage.
Okay. And I say, arming defensive matrix.
All right. It saves, so it takes 3.
What kind of damage is this? Is it like one of the normal ones, like bludgeoning or slashing or whatever? Or
Its
doing something
attacks.
specific? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
its
is it just
attack-
clobbering us?
Yeah, he's just clawing at you. And
Okay.
it is. Yeah, it's just like his fist is just bludgeoning damage. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Am I basically on the ground right now?
Yeah, you
Yep.
are on the ground, and it will take half of your movement to get up. So you move
I can't-
30 feet, so you'd only be able to move 3 squares if you get up.
I'm just gonna lay here.
Okay.
You could try taking the potion I have out of my bag. 'Cause I'm next to you, or you could wait for me to jam it down your.
Yeah, lots of good options.
Ouch.
Do whatever you want.
Sure. Where's weird bird lady? You have a potion?
Yes.
Potion,
Yeah.
give me the potion.
Please, thank you, bird lady thing.
I don't really
Alright.
have a lot of pockets anyway, so I imagined it's kind of strapped to me.
You heal 5 damage from drinking that potion.
Yay! How do you? Thanks, bird thing.
Those
for
are
saying,
easy.
do I pet you? I don't understand. What do I do?
I'm a person.
I'm a person.
I don't understand.
All right. Cool. Oh, it actually should have gone on its turn. It's gonna. Oh no, it did attack. Yeah, never mind. All right, Ander.
Yeah.
Ander is he's gonna amble a little bit. We're just gonna go like we'll say like here. That feels good. And he is calling upon his goddess to smite this wicked creature, and he's gonna cast Sacred Flame on this boy. Well, yeah. Look
He
at
takes 1
Sacred
damage.
Ember.
It's a hard life.
Yeah, it's a hard life.
It hits him though. Does hit him.
Yeah, just damage.
All right. Cool. Top of the
How's
order.
he looking?
Orethi.
How's
Is
he
it-
looking?
Like very very little different than when you first noticed him. He looks
Is it?
almost
Awesome.
exactly the same.
Do I go before it, or does it go before me?
It
I
goes
thought was higher
between
than my
Coil
initiative.
and Sage.
Oh, okay. Then in that case, sure. I'm gonna try a new spell. So she's just gonna say, "Hey, leave my friends alone," and then I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt.
What
I
kind of
wish I could roll above a 3.
damage? Oh, I guess
It doesn't matter, but
Doesn't
it's
matter.
lightning.
Yeah, it's
Misses.
lightning.
It sure does. I'm like, okay, I saw this in my spell book this morning. Maybe this one will zap, and
Just
then the
all-
lightning just goes. Pew!
Which one of these spells will kill it?
Cool. All right, Coil.
Happening to me.
I just picture hackety sax playing throughout this whole battle.
I'm like, ah!
The camera like really quickly cutting between us, like doing stupid things.
I'm like, why is this happening?
Yep.
All right, launching flash canister.
It takes 1 damage. You hit it.
God
You just keep
damn.
chipping at it for 1 radiant damage every round.
Yeah, it's a war of attrition. All right, Coil, it's going to attack you twice. All right, so
Oh my goodness.
does a 16 hit you?
No.
So it misses you both times.
Nice.
All right, Sage,
Oh,
your
I'm
move.
sorry. I was slightly out of range. I have
Um,
said I've been here because I fucked up and should have been closer.
am I able to do a sneak attack?
Yep. If you want to walk up to it and sneak attack it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, you know what? No, yeah, you're just out of range, I think, right? For 5 movement. Let me see.
Okay.
6. She's a half elf, right?
Oh yeah.
was gonna
You
say
could just
she's
barely
right.
make
Yeah.
it. Yep, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
I'm used to moving dwarves.
Okay. Also, FYI, personally, I use they them pronoun.
Did I mess up?
No, I did.
Coil.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh.
Nice sneak attack.
All right.
Okay. So you need to. Okay. So first you roll the actual weapon first, and then you roll this. If you sneak attack is damage, so roll your
okay.
weapon first. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So you hit. So now click on rapier in the chat.
Here we go.
Okay, so you do
Cool.
10 damage to it. So you plunge your rapier into it, and then like sand just starts piling out of it, like as though it were blood. It takes damage, however, not as much damage as you would have expected it to.
Okay.
All right, cool. Ander.
I think Ander is gonna try and hit this boy with another Sacred Flame,
Mhm.
because I don't have a first level combat spell.
That's not my fault.
No, it's totally not. That one's on me, and I'll own that.
I mean, let's be real. How many times have I hit with my combat spells?
Yeah, it takes damage.
Woo.
I'm doing a thing.
Doing the thing.
All right, cool. All right, so yeah, I wanted to elaborate a little bit more. Sage, like you're used to attacking things with organs, but this one doesn't have any organs. Like you know what I mean? All right,
Sweet.
Sage, your turn. Oh, I'm sorry, Orethi, your turn.
Okay. Sorry. I'm trying to figure out my movement real fast so I can not shooting into my friends. Great. All right. So I fly over here and then like 10 feet up. Not that it really matters.
Mhm.
'Cause I'm only going a little bit. And then I'm going back to Chill Touch because Chill Touch is my friend. And
Okay.
one of these days I'll hit with it. Or I can roll like my third 3 in a row. So, that's fine. I'm just pointlessly shooting necromancy at it.
Nice. All right, Coil, your turn.
Launching flash canister.
It dodges.
It's a comedy of errors.
No. Here was the problem. You were trying to do too much damage at once. If you do like
Yeah.
1 or 2 points of damage, guaranteed hit.
The hubris. All right, it's gonna attack you twice, Coil. All right, it hits you 1 time for 9 damage.
Activating defensive matrix.
It saves for half.
Of course it does. I did more than 1 damage.
All right. Are you
thing
gonna start opting into
sucks.
just doing 1 damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, then we'll crit every time.
All right, Sage, your turn again.
Oh. Mm.
Oh yeah.
Dagger.
You're just gonna stab it with your dagger. Yep.
Just gonna stab it.
All right, you hit it. Roll. Click dagger. And then also sneak attack. All right. Yeah, so you just jab your dagger into it. More sand piles out.
Is it bleeding? Is this its blood?
I mean, it seems like it's its blood. Okay. Ander.
I would once again like to purge this foul corruption from the world by attempting to do 1 point of damage.
All right, it dodges you.
Sigh.
You tried.
I
I
mean, if you
did.
want me to start rolling in the chat, I will.
No, it's
No.
fine.
It's not
as a-
that. We're
As a
just sad.
bonus action, though, I think we're gonna tap into my other healing light and give a little bit of love to Coil because this thing is wailing on him.
I mean, I'm at 1 health.
Ah!
I feel like you might as well wait till I'm unconscious to heal me.
Fair enough.
Okay. All right. So no bonus action. All right.
No.
Cool. So top of the order, Arethi.
Okay, you know what? Forget it. Magic missile.
It's just you can't miss.
Yeah.
The chat is thinking about it real hard.
All right. So
So that's one beam.
okay.
I'm doing all 3 beams on it, obviously. So first beam does 3.
3 beams. Seriously.
Well, I got 3 darts. Second
Yeah.
beam also does 3. Third beam does 4 for a total of 10 damage.
That's pretty good. Yeah, it does not like that. You're starting to blow chunks open in it, and like more sand is pouring out, and then like until it doesn't have any sand left, and then it's like.
Does it have any like, you know how like mummies are like a cultural ritual practice? Does it have any like arcane symbols or anything in it?
Yeah, you can definitely make an investigation or whatever check. As I usually
Like
like
on
to
my
say, those
next
are like
turn?
bonus actions, like just like a quick
Okay.
like survey, like or whatever.
Sure, all right. Quick bonus.
So
then.
people just don't lose their turn. You know what I mean? That just kind
Sure.
of feels bad.
All right, so for my bonus action, I'll do that. It's really thinking about those dice rolls. 16.
16. Yeah. So here are the things that you notice.
Okay.
You made an arcana check.
Arcana or investigation, there's bonus. I think you asked for investigation, so I guess that's what I did.
Yeah, they'll just give you different info.
I was looking for arcane symbols, so whatever of those is more appropriate.
Okay. Do you speak any demonic language?
I speak Aarakocran, Orin, Common, Deep Speech, and Undercommon.
Okay. So I think like you would probably identify it as some sort of demonic runes and sigils that are animating this thing. You couldn't read
Okay, so
them.
it's like demonic script that I can't read.
Yeah, exactly. So you definitely know like a demon has animated this in some way.
Gross.
Yep.
Panicked bird face.
Cool. All right, Coil, your move.
Traumatized squawks.
Launching flash canister.
Ooh, it takes 8 damage.
Oh,
Where?
Very nice.
is it still up?
All right. It's going to attack you, Coil.
Oh.
7
With
damage.
disrespect.
All right, I'm down.
It's going to turn around.
Oh my god, the fog moved.
And then it's going to attack Sage. What is your armor class?
Where do I find that? Oh, 14.
Yeah, it hits you for another 10 damage. Just
That's gonna put me in the negative.
yep. So you go down to 0. Okay, so now you're gonna need to make a death saving throw. So the same thing again. So death save. Okay, so mark off 1 failed. If you get to 3 failed, you die. If you get to 3 succeeded, you stabilize.
Stabilize.
Yeah, you stabilize, right? If you
And
nat
if
20,
you-
you get up, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Well, you have 1 health.
Yep. You have 1
Yeah. We.
Cool. All right.
Well, I
We're gonna
suddenly
die to a mummy.
I
Ander,
feel
your
much
move.
less safe. All right. I gotta kind of make a blitz here, so I just want to check some measurements real quick, if you will bear with me. I'm already on the measure tool there.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see this math.
15, 20, 25. Okay. So I'm gonna sort of go long way around this guy.
Okay.
Just hang out right here, right next to him, because that's where I want to be with an AC of 11.
Mhm.
As my action, I am going to lay hands on Coil, and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds. So that one's for you.
Nice.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to use Healing Light on Sage.
Okay.
Yay.
Yay, good
So
job.
This one's for you.
Nice. Nice. So you go back up to 4. So like it started you at 0, Sage.
Alright. So up to 4.
Yep. All right, Arethi.
Okay. I don't know if I want to do the dumb thing or not.
I'll always do the dumb thing.
I don't know.
No, that'll hurt other people. So not that dumb thing. We'll do a different dumb thing.
She's gonna fireball.
I'm not gonna. I don't have fireball. I'm level 2.
Eyeball.
Okay. Okay, I'm deciding. All right, I'm gonna cast False Life on myself.
Okay.
To give myself, 8 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Awesome.
This gives me so much more than I had. Boop.
Doing anything
right.
else?
No, I'm coming closer actually, so I can make myself a target, I guess. So I squawk in its face. Hey, stop that!
Okay. Coil, your turn.
Launching flash canister.
Oh, that's a new roll. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it takes it. Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, it hit.
Sweet.
It's not looking good. It's just holes all over it. It's sort of unraveling at places. It's going to attack you again, Coil.
Flash canisters sticking out of its wrapping.
Yeah. All right, it only hit you once for 7 damage.
Nice.
All right, cool. Sage.
Man, this thing is
So-
so flanked.
Am I able to basically try to slice its head off?
Yeah, you could try. Yeah. I think. Do you have a short sword or a rapier?
I have both.
Yeah. You could use your short sword to try and lop its head off. Yeah. Okay, that's a hit. Roll damage.
I have to scroll down.
8, and then sneak attack damage. All right.
Nice.
All right. So you try to cut its head off. However, like you only catch like paper. Like you slice off like a chunk of it, but it doesn't need the rest of its neck to like stay. But it's like sort of wobbling. Like you can
So
tell.
it's just nearly headless Nick.
Yeah, nearly headless. All right, now, Ander, your turn.
Oh god, I don't like being this close.
I mean, you could leave.
I could, but then I'd have to disengage or risk getting hit, and no.
If they successfully hit you with an attack of opportunity while you're trying to move away, does it stop the movement or does it just hurt?
It only
Going.
stops the movement if you like go down.
Yeah, there are
Okay.
specific things that will stop movement.
Yeah, I can never remember how it works in like 5th edition versus Pathfinder versus blah blah blah.
I think I'm just gonna grab my dagger and try and stab this thing.
Okay.
Just gonna go for it.
Good plan.
Huzzah.
Hit.
It's a
I
crit.
will take it.
Yep. Roll damage again.
Sorry.
It's okay. No, just roll damage again because you crit. All right. So
Oh, that's
6,
right.
7. All right. So yeah, you like plunge your dagger into it, pull it out, make another hole, but it does not go down. All right. Cool. Aretha, your turn.
Okay. Okay. All right. So if I'm attacking him from close combat, I have disadvantage, right? For a spell attack.
Yep, for a spell. Yep.
Okay. I've rolled so terribly, but I'm out of things. I'm gonna try to do chill touch with disadvantage.
Okay.
It's not great. All
Is
right.
it-
Well, I did that, and then I'm gonna try to move, and he stab me if he.
Is it disadvantage since you're flanking?
Um.
Isn't it? Then
Oh, it would just be a
advantage?
regular. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
it
or
would
Okay.
not
Well,
advantage, but a regular.
The first one missed anyway.
Yeah, it missed.
Yeah.
Like
All
they
right.
both are terrible.
So it's gonna
I'm
attack you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to move, but
It misses.
okay. Well, here I am.
All right. Coil.
One of these days I'll hit it. I swear.
Launching flash canister. I'm going for it.
It's the only way.
It's the only way.
You hit it. It's not
Yay.
dead, but it is certainly close. All right. So it's gonna attack you again.
I feel like you said that like 20 damage ago.
You're right. You're right. All right. You take 8 damage. It just claws down on you. It's like unraveling, but it's not it's not quite down. You can go back and watch the feed on its damage total.
Are you down again?
Yeah.
Yep.
All
God
right.
damn it. I can't help you at all.
But luckily it like attacked you twice and missed the first time and then got you on the second one. All right. Sage, your turn.
I'm gonna keep trying to chop at its head.
Okay. Give me another short sword. You are not flanking it anymore, but a 17 hits. So go ahead and roll damage. And you get your sneak attack because someone else is engaged with it. All right, so 8, 9, 10, 11.
Please die.
Yeah, you chop off its head, just boom.
Yay!
And then it just all unravel, like it all unravels in this sort of pile of like old cloth and sand. Okay, so next turn is Ander.
I'm just gonna pull out my healing potion. I'm gonna find like the little flap for the gas canister that Coil has and just start pouring the healing potion in
That's offensive.
there.
You get 8 health.
At least he's not asking if you want to be like petted.
Yeah.
I gave someone a healing potion and they were like, "Should I pet you?" I'm confused.
I like it. I like the gas canister. That's canon now.
Really nice just playing a human.
That's
shield on
canon.
any bit.
I don't. You're a bird lady. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Bird things.
All right. So you get up. We're no longer in turn order because no one is in like no one is
In the fog
risk,
danger death zone.
in risk of dying. Yeah. All right. Cool.
That thing had demon writing on it, and this fog is divine.
I actually just noticed, Ander, you moved into the fog at one point. The fog is very cold to the touch. Like while you're
Oh
in it,
boy.
you're like much colder than you
Oh,
were.
I don't
before.
like it. I might be able to help us navigate the fog a little more easily, but I'll need some time to prepare another ritual.
Maybe we should stay over here for a minute and rest.
I don't think that's unwise either.
During the first war, I knew of compatriots of mine that entered a fog like this and ended up somewhere very different from where they began.
Maybe it's like a fairy fog.
I would
Hmm.
hope not.
I'm tired. Arethe sits on the ground and sticks her little bird feet out with her little claws wiggling.
Yes, the four of us
Do
have
you
been
have a
through.
nest?
No, I have a bed.
The
Oh.
four of us have been through quite an ordeal just now. Perhaps a moment to ourselves is exactly what we all need before deciding how to press onward.
All right. So you guys are going to take a short rest.
We're going to attempt a short rest.
Yeah, you guys are
Yeah.
able to take a short rest. It's fine. All right.
Goodbye, false life, temporary hit points.
I'm going
Hey, I get my warlock shit back.
Yep.
All right,
Believe me, I know
so-
that feeling.
So the way this works is, Sage, do you see where it says right near your death saves on the left of it? It says hit dice D8.
Yep.
So click on where it says hit dice, and you will heal that amount of life. 5. So you heal 5 over the short rest. Basically, you all spend an hour sort of tending your wounds, making awkward small talk, sort of, thinking about what's happening, and doing nothing strenuous. All right.
I
So
feel like Arethe is like sitting there with her book doing her usual sort of like arcane recovery style thing and like, man, I'm super tired. And then like she's like more invigorated afterwards than she expects and like it's like
So, quick question: does Arethe like look like a bird to everybody?
yeah, so what she has
Okay.
hands like
Okay.
like a regular like they're feather covered, but she's got like regular arms and hands, and then on her back she has wings. She wears like clothing, but it's like specifically designed to be kind of like a tunic with like little, like imagine like overall straps in the back so that the wings stick out.
Okay.
And she has like feather covered legs, and she doesn't wear shoes because she's got claws.
Okay.
Her talons are very sharp.
Jason, while we are taking a short rest, there's actually one thing I want to do.
Yeah.
Hopefully it will help. Andrew's going to pull out his Book of Rituals again, flip it open to a different one than he has been casting.
Mhm.
He's going to take his little weasel friend and start creating a ritual circle around it.
Ooh.
And he is going to cast Find Familiar again.
Okay.
Basically, he is changing the form that this celestial is inhabiting from a weasel to a bat.
Okay.
Yes.
And just as an FYI, it takes 10 gold in order to do that each time.
Yeah,
Do you
that's-
still want to do it?
That's 100% fine.
All right. So what happens, like you set out the 10 gold basically because it's basically like a transmutation thing and it costs that much energy, right? So what happens to this gold, like as it, like describe to me that like the magic like that takes it away?
So he basically sets up like this. He takes out from his pack like this brass bowl almost, and just sets it down in the ground. Puts the gold in it, and carves like these small sigils into the dirt surrounding it. Sort of like looking over his the book he has, like almost like he's reading a recipe.
Nice.
He takes his familiar, sets it in the bowl with the gold, mutters a few words, and then basically he casts prestidigitation to like let loose a small flame in the brazier and just watch it engulf the familiar as well as all the gold inside it.
Oh, it's so metal.
After after a little bit and the flames die down, the only thing remaining inside is a small bat, which he takes out and lets rest on his shoulder as he packs up the brazier and starts rubbing away all the symbols in the dirt.
Very cool. Mel, I posted a picture of an Aarakocra in
Yeah.
Discord for
Thank
reference.
I'm very weird looking. I'm sorry.
All right, awesome.
Sages.
So, long rest goes by. All done. The
Need short
familiar is
rest.
now a bat.
Yay!
Yay. And I will just, like, while holding the bat, sort of look to everyone else. Through the knowledge I have, the celestial entities that enter these forms are very similar to what one would find out in the wild. If I elect to, I can use the bond that we share to perceive through its own senses.
Do you lose your own sight while you're using its eyes?
I do, but this creature should be able to guide me.
Well, you can hold my hand while you look through its eyes if that makes things easier.
I would not be opposed to that.
Great!
But hopefully it will let us navigate this fog without having to rely on sight.
Can you send it ahead without us going through the fog?
Only so far. The connection between the two of us will strain over too great a distance.
I see.
But I can certainly do so.
I hope we don't run into more demonic creatures. But I guess if we're looking for a demon cult, we're heading in the right direction.
All right. So how are you gonna just walk into the fog? You're gonna send the bat first? What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I will send the bat first. I can telepathically communicate with my familiar up to about 100 feet.
Mhm.
And as long as I use an action to see through its eyes and hear through its ears, I can sense what it senses as long as I am blind and deaf while that's going on. So I am completely shut out to the world around me.
I want to hold your hand. Do-do-do-do.
All right, cool. So it doesn't even make it the 100 feet before you see, like, so it's just sort of fog. It gets a little bit dense, so like it can't see super well, but it can still like see fine. And then it comes about like there's just like a town, and it's Ravenloft. No, I'm just kidding. That's not.
Wow.
Don't
For what
tempt
it's worth,
me.
bats only have blind
Rude.
sight out to
Rude.
60 feet, so for whatever discretion you need as a GM.
It's okay. No. There's like just like a town out there. People walking around. It's snowy. It's like snowing in there. So it's just cold. Like you think that now that you have the two pieces of information, it just seems like the fog is cold because this place is cold.
As I am sort of like outside of my own body, I'm going to start speaking to everyone else, completely unaware of how loud or quiet I actually am because I can't hear myself.
Yep.
But I will just effectively try to relay what my familiar can sense.
It's like when you're listening to music with headphones on and you're trying to talk to someone.
Yes.
Love it.
But there is
How many people are there?
Just a few walking around. It's a pretty big little town. There's a lot of houses.
Not many that I can perceive, but it's hard to say. This seems like a place that would house so much more than it appears to.
Hmm. What kind of people are they?
Humans.
Humanoid, perhaps. Maybe more of my kind.
Hmm. Do you want to go inside?
It's. I'm gonna sort of pull the familiar back, bring myself back to my own senses. It's hard to say. The origin of whatever this is certainly confusing, but it might be worth investigating. I'm not sure what they would have seen being surrounded by this. If we're out looking for people who might know what's been happening with the cultists in the area or what have you, those surrounded by fog certainly don't seem good candidates to have noticed anything.
It's true.
It,
How
I
far
still
do you
think-
think the fog goes? She like kind of looks left and right across to sort of see if there's like, does she see like an end of a fog, or is it like to horizon?
It's not to the horizon. There is an end to it, but I mean, it seems big. You guys can kind of math it out, and like the dimensions on the outside of the fog seem like they match the dimensions on the inside of the fog. So like you've seen sort of a town in there that's a pretty big town, and like the road that you follow go like it's still like built like it would be there.
Yeah.
It has to be large enough to protect an entire town, even a small one. That's no small feat.
Hmm.
Jason, can I make a religion check to know if there are any deities associated with like the cold or fog?
Yeah, go ahead and make a religion check. And Coil, you want to make one too?
Nice.
Not nice. It's not my god, I don't care. Not my god, not my problem.
I also want to try a thing, but I just want to pray? Question mark. See if that works. It worked okay last time.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm trying to find one that like that you could do as a 1.
It is from Bozo, god of clowns.
Yeah.
There's a Stephen King joke in here somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Already got the mist.
All right. So, the only one that you can think of, Ander, is Loth, who is the goddess of shadows and lies. That's the closest thing you can think of to fog, and that's the patron that Drow typically like worship, and like the spider. Coil, you think that it is less about the fog and more about protection. And you think that it has some association with the silver flame.
Okay. And where does this go? This path?
It goes sort of around, as though someone had like made like a small footpath like around the like fog. So if you wanted to avoid it.
Okay.
That'll probably take a while.
Kitty, no.
So can I try praying? Just being like, hey, Shax. Can you maybe like help me not die in this scary fog? I have these lemons. I will bury a lemon for you.
Uh, there's no connection. You think you'd have to do something, or there'd need to be some sort of association with her to reach out. Like you're just sort of
Hmm.
in the
I
middle
don't
of
know how to
nowhere
religion. I don't
calling
know what
out.
the-
You know what I mean? Like it's sort of
Yeah, Orethe doesn't know how to religion at all.
Sure.
Because she mostly has just watched the dwarves do it, and she's like, "What do they do when they're not in a temple?"
And
You could try getting some advice.
That seems reasonable. So she's just like, Coil, Ander. Well, Sage, I don't know if you have a religion, but you can help too. So how do you contact your god when you're not in a temple?
it's kind of difficult. And then Coil enters this long-winded discussion of prayer and Moradin and dwarves and how he built the dwarves. And so essentially he just starts like bloviating
so
until he's interrupted.
so
I just have lemons and gold.
20
and
minutes
that's
go
it
by.
so far.
20 minutes go by as Coil makes this speech. Give me the 3 best lines that Coil says during this speech.
Boys. One, dwarves are everywhere, so Moradin is everywhere. 2, just close your eyes and think of an anvil.
Hmm.
Okay.
And 3, I'm not sure birds can pray to Moradin.
Okay.
No offense.
Ah,
Well,
that's
Hmm.
okay.
it's a
So
fair. Well, Coil actually does raise a fair point.
I do?
Well, in the sense that there are certain things that have to be accounted for first. Certainly, even take Mistra for example. Things that would appease Moradin might not appease Mistra, for example. So I guess the first question, Orethe, would be which god or goddess are you trying to commune with? Because the methodology will most likely differ between the various ones.
I just want to take a
Oh.
moment to appreciate that pun. All right, go ahead, Arethi.
So Orethe opens her mouth, and some like eldritch horror sound comes out.
Well, you know it as Shax now. Like
Now I understand.
yeah, because they were
yeah.
speaking in Undercommon, right? So it's like
That's true. I mean, so she'll say both since she heard it first in Undercommon and Undercommon anyway. So she's like, AKA, Shax. And so far, all I really know is that she, question mark, has an association with the sea and also lemons and likes gold. So that's all I've got right now.
all right. Mel, you started something. I want to make sure you get a chance to talk.
oh yeah. So I find religion holds us back a little bit. However, I am not completely without some sort of faith. What I would advise is to remember that the gods cannot be contained within the walls of a temple. A temple doesn't just have to be something that is a solid structure. Look around us. The earth, nature, everything is our temple, is our church.
The fish people had a sort of open air approach to things. I didn't necessarily see the point of all the pomp and circumstance until I was confronted with actual divinity. No offense, boys. But I don't know. I guess I'm getting no signal. Maybe I'll have to try later. I'll put this lemon here with some gold just in case, though. So I'm
Once we
gonna put some
returned,
lemon on the ground with some gold.
once
You
we
just put a
returned
lemon
to
on the
Gath-
ground and a lemon, like the gold and a lemon.
Gold and a
When
lemon.
life hands you lemons, you put it on the ground.
I was taught how to do the like little bow thing, so I'll do the little bow thing. Like, I hope this works.
Okay.
How
much
please
gold
help.
do you put?
Last time it was like 1 gold equals 1 lemon, so I'll stick to that like exchange rate and just put a gold and a lemon.
When life hands you
Um,
lemons, throw it on the ground.
Happy birthday to the ground.
The ground.
All right. You put that on the ground, and then nothing really happens.
That's fine. I'm just gonna leave it.
Once we return to Gathol, I would be more than happy to help you discover more about your god and perhaps discover what religious practices will work best in paying service to them.
When we go look for the boat, we might run into amphibious fellows again. I'm sure they'd be happy to teach me more if any of them survived. Anyway, maybe we should continue on. I don't mean to distract.
Not at all. I am more than happy to discuss matters of the divine.
All right. So are you guys going in or going back?
I'm down to go in.
Yeah, let's go in.
Say-
I'll say
Let's go in.
Yeah, I want to go in.
I suspect this fog may be used as a means of protection.
Mm,
So we get like a shot with this camera that's sort of panning down, and you guys all sort of walk into the fog, and then the camera comes all the way to the ground. And in the foreground, you see the lemon, and like sitting on top of the coin, and then like a little like small little puddle opens up, and then the lemon and the coin fall into the puddle, and then it seals back up again, and then we're gonna go to break.
I keep doing accidental, terrible things.